you.
Enjoy.
All right, so I'm really nervous. I usually talk to a lot of drunk people because I read poetry for open mics, and I typically read around 1 o'clock in the morning. So people have already, trashed, gone, can't remember if they're married or not. But don't worry. You said today's Fosnot Day, right? My friends and I used to have this tradition we started about 5 years ago. We would each eat a dozen Fosnots in one sitting on Fosnot Day. The whole dozen. The fun fact about that is last summer I was told I had cut gluten out of my diet. So the worst thing about that is I love pizza, mac and cheese, best comfort food, my mother's meatloaf. My mother put oats in her meatloaf. I can't have oats, I can't have grits. I'm born in Georgia. Grits are better than oatmeal, I'm sorry. Come see me afterwards. And I also see anything bread, burgers, sandwiches, can't have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I can't have tacos. Flour tortillas. And by the way, I work right next to Taco Bell, so all I'm smelling is tacos. It's really sad. So around Christmas, my mother and I, we would always break challah bread, which I can't have this year because, again, I can't have gluten. So whenever I was always upset or angry, bad breakup, whatever, what do we always have, ladies? Mac and cheese, ice cream, which is another thing. I can't have cookies, I can't have any sweets, cookies, cake, brownies, anything that you stick in an oven, I pretty much cannot have. But one thing I can have and I love is I love having sushi. And I can have sushi, right? The problem is nobody wants to go to sushi on a random day. 2 o'clock in the morning, right? What's open? Taco Bell. So I still love all of that food. And the other day I went to have donuts, right? Because I also work right next to a Dunkin' Donuts. I know, it's terrible. I actually used to work at a gallery in downtown New York called the Parliament, and right near there, there was a Glazin was there, donut place, donut shop, and I also lived 3 blocks away. So not only did I have to smell the donuts on my way to work, I also had to smell the donuts while I was at work. And being hungry for donuts, I can't have pretzels. My friend owns a pretzel shop. Best pretzel sandwiches you will ever have. Best pretzels you will ever have in your entire life. Can't have those. This week is also restaurant week in downtown York. Woo! Yes, woo. For everybody else but me, because I cannot have the wonderful tasting burgers that are on display. I cannot have the lovely breakfast sandwiches, which I can't have pancakes, French toast. I can't have potato pancakes because those still have a flour batter. I'm sorry, I was up there sitting back there and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. And it hit me as you were talking today's Fosnot Day, which in theory, true Fosnots are actually made out of potatoes. But I'll tell you what, the only place you can find that is actually true Pennsylvania Dutch bakeries, which there are none. So this is all terrible, right? I'm in a meltdown because my whole news feed on Facebook is gluten-related foods. And I'm sitting here drooling over my disgusting cardboard-tasting sandwich that I packed at work today because everyone is enjoying their delicious tasty burgers with those nice golden toasted buns, buttered to perfection, baked perfectly. These pretzels, perfectly salted. These false nut sandwiches, which I literally saved and almost put as my background on my phone because it looked so picture perfect. And I'm just looking at this, I'm like, maybe if I could just have one donut. Just one bite, one donut hole. But the problem is you can't just get one donut hole. You have to get the whole dozen batch. So last week I decided to do an experiment where I did get the whole dozen. I'm like, you know what? I'll just have one. Now you guys know that's not true. You can't just have one. You can't just have one shot, which also I can't have any alcohol because guess what? That all has wheat in it. Thankfully, I actually quit drinking over a year ago. Not over a year ago, it'll be a year this Sunday. But I quit drinking 6 months before my doctor diagnosed me with gluten allergy. Thank God. And sorry, that is really distracting. So I'll just say that I had, I went to have one donut hole. I ended up sitting in the car at a red light, and I ate all 12. And the worst part is at work, I'm sitting there thinking I feel like my stomach is about to explode. So then I get home, and you go take a shower, whatever, and I look at my legs, and they're all red and splotchy and disgusting, and so bad that night when my friends asked me if I wanted to go out, I'm like, you're gonna have to excuse my red polka dotted leggings. Thank you guys.